Good morning, student. This is part 2 inside our earth. Students, in part 1 we studied about the shape of earth, layers of the earth, thickness of the each layer of earth, and many other facts related to the earth layers. Today in this video we are going to learn about the rocks and minerals. Children, as you know, we have already discussed about the crust of the earth in my previous video. The earth crust is made up of the various types of rocks. The crust is made up of various, the rocks are there. For example, basically there are 3 types of rocks. Then before we know about what is rocks or what are the types of rocks, we need to focus and concentrate over how these rocks are important and what are the role these different rocks they play in the formation of the earth crust. Okay, let's come to know about the meaning of rock. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth crust is known as rock. The rock can be a different color, size, and a texture. So it may be varied from rock to rock. After knowing the meaning of what is rock, we come to know about the different types of rock and what are those. Number 1, igneous rock. Number 2, sedimentary rock. Number 3, metamorphic rock. These are the major or the main original forms of rocks. Now try to understand the igneous rock. It is the word igneous, students, derived from the Latin word ignis. Its meaning fire. So the second rock is sedimentary. This word is also derived from Latin language. The word is sedimentum. Its meaning is settled down. And the third rock is metamorphic. This word is derived from the Greek language. The word is metamorphos. The meaning is change of forms. This is how, after a detailed information of each word or each rock, let's move ahead. How do these rock they forms? Let us try to understand the formation of these rocks. First of all, the igneous rock. Students, a molten magma, when it cools down, it becomes solid. The rock thus formed are called igneous rock. You know, while the volcanic eruptions take place, a hot, a magma which comes up on the earth, it is a red hot. Gradually, this magma becomes cool and also becomes solid. Thus, it forms the rock which is later on come to known as the igneous rock. This is how the igneous rock forms. Then we move to the second category of rock, that is known as the sedimentary rocks. So before we pick up the sedimentary rocks, students, collect little more information about the igneous rock only. This igneous rock is also called as the primary rocks. There are two types of igneous rocks further classified into. One is intrusive rocks and another is extrusive rock. Intrusive rock is nothing but in the process of the hot magma, while it comes up on the way inside the earth, it becomes cool and becomes solid. Such kind of rock is known as intrusive rock. And another one process is there, when a molten magma, it comes up on the rock, that's earth surface, and gradually it cools down and become hard. That is known as extrusive rock. This is how we come to know about the igneous rock as well as its two categories also. And the two categories are made on the process of its formation, basically. Okay, children? Then you can imagine lava coming out of the volcanoes. Lava is actually a very fiery red and molten while it is coming out of the interior of the earth on its surface. When this molten lava comes on the earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and becomes solid. You know, children, again as I told you, the same thing is being narrated here. When it becomes cool and solid, this kind of the rocks formed are known as the crust. Which crust? Extrusive crust. They have a very fine grained structure. For example, the basalt. The Deccan Plateau is made up of the basalt rock. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth's crust. Solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rock. Why they are intrusive? Because this rock is formed interior of the earth layer before it comes out of the earth on its surface, so it becomes cool and hard. Therefore it is called intrusive. Since they cool down slowly, they form a large grains. Granite is an example of such a rock. Grinding stones used to prepare paste, powder of the spices and grains are made of granite. Rocks roll down, rocks cracks and hit each other and are broken down into a small fragments. These smaller particles are called the sediments. Further, these sediments are transported and deposited by various agents like water and wind. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These types of the rocks thus formed by compression and the collection of sediments, gradually they become hard and form a type of layer of rocks. They are known as sedimentary rocks, which is a second category of rocks. For example, sandstone is made from grains of sand. These rocks may also contain fossil of plants, animals, and other microorganisms that once lived on the earth. Of course, children, there is no doubt the sedimentary rocks particles are sure there is a mixture of the fossil plants, animals, and other microorganisms that once they lived on the earth. Then igneous and sedimentary rocks, both of them can be changed into metamorphic rocks under a great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone changes into marble. So thus we are going to learn about the formation of the another, that is called the third rock, which is known as metamorphic rocks. It's very easy and simple. The metamorphic rock is nothing but it is a mixture of two rocks, igneous and sedimentary. So the components of this rock metamorphic is combined together. For example, students, the hard rock are used for making houses and buildings. You use the stones in many games also. Children, you might have been in an experience of using such the small pebbles or small stones for playing different games. For example, 7 stones, which is called pittu, the hopscotch, the 5 stones, gitti. Find out some more such games by asking your grandparents, that even some more games could be played with the help of such a small the pebbles or the rocks. Students, after these the kinds of rocks and the minerals, we come to the next point of the lesson is that you may be surprised to know about this, that one type of a rock changes to the another type under certain conditions in a cycle or a cyclical manner. This process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle. It's very simple. Maybe you are understanding what is rock cycle. All the rocks are subjected to change and they undergo the change gradually when this process of transformation is a slow process, it takes a time, and thus the one rock changes into the another rock, and this process of transformation of rocks from one to another is known as rock cycle. Students, this is enough for this session, and the remaining points of the lesson to be continued in the next video.